The amount of time I have put in Pokémon Platinum as a whole is way too much to talk about. It's my favorite game and I know it from the back of my hand by now. I've done plenty of Nuzlocke on it and failed plenty thanks to Cynthia. For this video we are doing a monotype dragon run. What is a monotype run? Quite simple actually. I'm only allowed to use the Pokemon that have the specific typing I'm using. For example, I'm doing a normal type run. I'm only allowed to use normal types like Staraptor and God. Other Pokemon that evolve into another typing, such as Swablu into Altaria, which evolves into a dragon and flying type from a normal and flying type, I'm only allowed to use the evolution that actually has that typing. I also have a set of rules in place for these runs, as I do not want to ruin my life by grinding each Pokemon until it can beat every single Pokemon in the game. Rule number 1. I'm not allowed to use any items in battle except for held items. This means no healing items, no battle items, no status items, no Pokeballs thrown onto the other's Pokemon. Yes, I will admit it, this made some battles much harder, and I'm turning the battle style to set. Rule number 2. I will be using as many Pokemon I haven't used as much or never used. This to spicing things up because some of these typings aren't hard enough as is, apparently. I can only use one Pokemon per evolution line though, this to prevent me from not going into Cynthia with 6 Garchomps. And rule number 3, I am allowed to use as many resets and revives as I want. This isn't a Nuzlocke, thankfully. Nuzlocks are designed to use newer Pokemon, but they force you to encounter the first Pokemon in a route, which in Platinum is always the same. Get a Bidoof, a Starly and a Shinx in the first 2 routes in the lake. I'm forcing myself to play with different Pokemon this time, specifically one type, just to see how they hold themselves in the game as a typing and individually. I used the universal Pokemon randomizer to turn Turtwig into a Gible. It's really scary to hear the Turtwig sprite scream like Gible. That's the Pokemon I choose. Landshark Pokemon Gible. Looks like a Turtwig. Sure, I'll take it. Regardless, I beat up Daisy's Chimchar. Yes, that's how Chat wanted me to call him. That's fine with me. Daisy, is it? That's your friend's name, apparently. Apparently women have manly names and men have women names. I named Gible Tsar, thanks to Seppa. Tsar. Sure. Tsar. Because he's a dictator? Is it even a he? Yes, it's he, okay. I almost blacked out thanks to the first trainer and a wild Bidoof, but I was able to barely pass them. After the first few trainers, Tsar learned Dragon Rage and pretty much swept the entirety onto Floroma Town. More on that in a bit. Dragon Rage. Well, now I can one-shot pretty much everything. Now on to the first gym. Royak was no match. Onyx and Geodude are an easy one-hit KO with Dragon Rage, and his Cranidos died in 2 hits. I think the very first really good trainer we are actually going to fight is Mars with a Perugly. When I got to Mars, Zubat decided to Toxic me. I didn't even know she had Toxing on it, not even with the amount of times I smashed her by now. Her Perugly was too much the first, second and third time, so I decided to grind a little in the valley nearby until it was level 20. And then with enough lives and Dragon Rages, I was able to kill Perugly easily. Using Fake Out, okay, that does 10. Okay. And she uses Feint Attack, that does 11, yes. Yes. Yeah, I think this is the one. I think this is the one. At least if we don't get credit or something. Okay, we got it. Thankfully. After smashing myself through Eternal City, we got to Gardenia with our newly acquired Gabite. There we go. It should evolve, if I remember correctly. And now it's finally evolving. Tsar is evolving. Gabite, finally. This is what happened when I got to Roserade the first time. When I'm fascinating on Roserade, that's one good thing. You just survive one hit. I said, of course. Of course. Just one fucking hit. All you had to do, one fucking hit. And that's 4. Yes, it is. That's 4. What am I missing here? The second time, however, it went better. I didn't get hit until Roserade came out. Despite dealing big damage to Tsar, he retaliated with another Dragon Rage, beating Gardenia in the process. Okay, so use a Safeguard. It's not the end yet. I think it's the end this time, buddy. Girl, whatever. I think it's the end this time. Because you're not going to survive another Dragon Rage, and I think, hopefully... thankfully. Thank you. That Crescent Knot does a shit ton of damage. 37, that would have killed me either way. Here's where things got tricky for me. Dragon Rage didn't one-hit KO too much anymore, and I didn't have proper damage dealing moves aside from that. Takedown had too low accuracy as well as recoil, and I had Sandstorm and Sand Attack. I didn't want to use Sand Attack because that would just be cheesing. Jupiter has Skuntank railed my Gabite with Night Slash and gave me another blackout. I grinded a little more to see if I could take her on, but no. After getting Sut to level 28 of all things, I got Slash. Here's how attempt number 4 of Jupiter went. Skuntank. Okay. Work with me here. Dragon Rage. One more Dragon Rage should kill, right? Okay, I don't know what all the fuss was about. If it was this easy, why the fuck did it took me 4 attempts? On my way to Hearthome, I got wrecked by a random Starly with an Endeavor. Endeavor. I'm not going to win this. Unless... No, of course that's priority. Okay. Endeavor Starly. Endeavor Starly. Gotta watch out for those two. Fuck that. In Fantina's gym, I managed to get beat by another trainer with a Misdreavus. This one had Spite that cleaned out my Dragon Rage's PP. This is starting to get more and more random by the second. Did anything? Did it? Well, fine. Then I'm just going to do this. Blacked out another time. Once I got cleaned by Fantina and Miss Madges, I knew I had to grind again. Once it was level 35 and gained Dragon Claw in the meantime, I went against her again. This is how that went. Second try. I hope that Duskull will remove itself from existence in one Dragon Claw. Please do. Thank you. Oh, it was a crit. Well, I don't know if that was supposed to hit, but here we go. All of these people want to send their ace out much earlier. Even Rourke did that. How much does Dragon Claw do? Enough. Please don't. I'm 9 levels higher. Wow. Should be an easy sweep now. And it's done. Just like that. I remember something with Daisy getting smashed. Solatian Ruins. Seals. Oh, we're in Velstone. Wow. Our next challenger is Milene. I'll just let the live footage speak for itself for this one, honestly. Yeah, but I have a level cap for the league, by the way. I'm not allowed to go over level 65, because I can only use 2 Pokemon, and if I can use 6 Pokemon, then I cannot grind much further than level 55. Or I'm not allowed to use anything except level 55 Pokemon. Outstanding, give him a raise. Yes, precisely. I wasn't even paying attention to the screen and it's over. Wow. I was just reading chat for a bit. Okay, sure. Yes, I was overleveled. Gabart is the only damn dragon Pokemon I can get until after the 5th gym. Crash Awake had me fearing for Tsar's life, because he has ice moves on his water types. I decided to grind him up to 48 and made him evolve into Daddy's big little boy. Garchomp. Get Nanate. You know, you're getting no-note. How about that? Now we finally have a Garchomp on the team. And that's the only thing I can use. Wake's Gyarados was beaten after a couple Dragon Claws and a Hyper Potion from him. But his Floatzel came out next, and he knew Ice Fang. I was squeezing my buttocks together tighter than the jeans on your girlfriend's ass, and thankfully, it missed. I killed him with Dragon Claw, and his Quagsire had the same fate as the Gyarados. Something with a bomb exploding, running after her grunt, Cynthia coming along and giving an old spawn accessory to me to give to her grandma, and we're in Celestic Town. This is where you first fight Cyrus. You basically got shit on. Afterwards, Cynthia's Meemaw gave me Surf because the necklace I gave her reminded her of the good old days, meaning banging so many men that half of Sinnoh's children could be hers, and all the dads left. Take a good look at the amount of women and children in the region, and then take a look at the amount of middle to old age men. You'll see what I mean. I caught a Swablu in the road next to Celestic Town, which I wasn't able to use yet because that thing doesn't have a dragon typing yet. Onward to Candice City, where we meet Daisy again and throw him off the bridge cause his team is shit. Byron on the other hand, he was a weird battle. Magneton and Steelix died thanks to Earthquake, but Bastion lived and managed to kill Garchomp with Metal Burst. I was 10 levels higher, and it didn't even crit. I have no clue on how it managed to kill a Garchomp with 60% of his health. That aside, I had another blackout. Swablu was no Altaria yet, but for some reason the Gyarados I got for surfing actually managed to kill Bastiodon in 2 hits and it being 15 levels lower. This battle made no sense and I still have no words for it. I did add another blackout to my total since technically I didn't beat it with dragon types. I'm going to call this a blackout, okay? I'm going to use this as a blackout. I'm not allowed to I'm not allowed to use any other Pokemon, so I'm going to add that to the blackout. It wasn't supposed to happen. I thought it could kill me, but apparently Gyarados fucking destroys the entire team. I wasn't expecting that to happen, but apparently Gyarados is this overpowered nowadays. Or nowadays, back in the day as well. Lake bullshit. Nothing happened there, nothing interesting anyway. Then we got to the route leading to Snowpoint City, where I got my Altaria. Altaria. Candice is a bitch. An icy one, at that. I went to Fuego Ironworks to get the flamethrower for Garchomp, and prepared my ass for one cold-blooded massacre. Both of my Pokemon are quantum weak to ice types, which means any slight breeze will freeze their nipples so hard that they will look like a popsicle afterwards, which in Garchomp's case, I really wanna lick. Why the fuck did I put that joke in there? I don't know. A Sneasel ice-shot at me and got a crit. Flamethrower ended it. Piloswine died to another flamethrower, but the dilemma was the Abomus Nut. It set up Hail, and if I want to put up Sandstorm, I die and then I'm stuck with Altaria. So I flamethrowed it instead, and of course it died. Now, Frostlass is her ace, and it's one of the fastest Pokemon in the game, even outclassing Garchomp. But thanks to me being level 54, 10 levels higher than her Pokemon, I outsped it, and when it KO'd it with Flamethrower. Outspeeding for the win. Or overleveling for the win, I guess. Well, that was easier than expected, just because of the sweet overleveling I did. We head back to Veilstone City and take on the Galactic HQ. Cyrus is still bad at this point. I mean, he still has a Sneasel, and both Crobat and Honchkrow aren't that good against my team anyway. Because then I won't use it in the Ghost Run. That's the thing here. I want to try most Pokemon just one time, because otherwise I know how overpowered they're gonna be. See, from Pokemon like Garchomp, I know they're going to be overpowered. You can't even one-shot a Crobat, come on. What else are you going? Does he have a Honchkrow by now? Yes, he does. You ain't got shit on me. Once this was done, I went to the secret entrance in the Wayward Cave. I got Earthquake for Garchomp, since it's the best move it can learn and Dig just sucks. Well, kinda anyway. Battling my way up the Spear Pillar, I realized that if something went wrong in the Cyrus fight, I would have to go all the way up again and do all the Distortion worlds all over again. Which means more time to devote on this run, and I was and still am lazy as fuck. Halfway into Mount Coronet I realized I could also get Dragonclaw for Altaria. But this was cockblocked by one galactic gay that didn't want to leave until you beat Cyrus in the Distortion world. No, you're kidding me, that the guy is standing in... I can't! Fuck's sake. Cyrus was probably one of the hardest battles I've had in this run. I actually had to develop a strategy for this one. I decided to do this after I got a couple blackouts. The first strategy I had was training at Iron Island, which I skipped earlier since I didn't want to overtrain too much. Apparently I should have. Once me and Riley disintegrated the entire rock population on the Iron Island, which houses more rock than steel types, I thought I was ready again. With my Altaria now finally getting closer to Garchomp's level, maybe it was a bit easy. I tried to use Dragon Dance Altaria, but it wouldn't work. This because Houndoom had a Will-O-Wisp. I don't like doing setup moves, by the way. I usually just want to do it with as much strength as I can from the Pokemon itself, but if this works, it just works. I'm still not oh. Then, on the final attempt, I got really fucking lucky. Here's what happened. Oh, it popped, okay. But now I have to let it pop again. It popped twice! You're kidding me, it popped. It flinched! Oh my god, this might be it! I got a flinch, wow. Okay, but now here's the thing. Will Dragonclaw one-hit KO? Because I know Rock Slide ain't gonna do enough. It won't kill, I gotta Intimidate on my ass. I got really lucky. I got really fucking lucky. Now, am I faster than this Honchkrow? I am. I admit that you've pushed me to the extreme. Yes, I did. Now, how much does Cross Poison do? I don't want to get greedy. Oh, I just evaded Toxic, that's good. 2-hit KO? Oh, yes! Oh, this was so lucky! Oh my god! This was one of the luckiest. I got a flinch, I got a crit, I evaded Toxic. A Quick Claw popped twice? That's amazing, that's fucking amazing. 18 blackout. Thank you, Ruben. Thank you for counting to 18 instead of 17. That's amazing. That's amazing luck right there. That's 1 to gazillion. You hear that, Dream? I got your luck now. Cyrus was finally out of the way, and it only took me 90 minutes, excluding the speed up time. I caught Giratina with a Master Ball, considering I didn't want to waste any more time in the Distortion world. Now I hear your brain cracking from wherever the fuck you're watching. What did you name Giratina? The Pokemon version of Satan. The almighty god of the underworld. I called him Miley. Fucking Miley. Yeah, that came in like a wrecking ball, didn't it? As far as Volkner goes, I'll just show you the footage. If I am correct about this, then Earthquake. That Earthquake. That Earthquake. Oh, Earthquake. That Earthquake. That. And you're back in depression. Congratulations. I don't really have much to say about the Victoria Road. There's just a couple trainers in there with the last couple Pokédex entries. So instead you're getting a story. Luminion. Okay, there's a little story that I need to tell you guys about Luminion. When I had Diamond and Pearl back in the day, and I was a little kid who didn't speak English properly, I was missing one Pokemon. And with one Pokemon I mean Luminion. And I knew it was the only Pokédex entry that I still needed to get all 150 Pokemon in the regional decks to get further with the national decks and shit. Here's the thing. I didn't know where to get Luminion. I didn't even know it existed because this was my first game, Diamond and Pearl. And I didn't even know it existed. So I was looking all over the place, looking for the last Pokemon. I didn't have access back to I didn't have access to the internet back then yet because I was 6 or 7 or something, and you know when a 6-year-old goes up to his mommy asking for how do I find Luminion, then it's just going to be all weird. But I couldn't find this whatsoever until I got to this route and fought this trainer. Now it's time for the league. We all know how hard the league goes here, especially Cynthia. Yeah, I'll get to her in a bit. Aaron was really weak. Garchomp had Rock Slide, Earthquake and Flamethrower, which countered this entire team. I will now concede defeat. Yeah, there's no other place for you to go because it's over for you. Okay, that's Aaron. Bertha usually is the easiest Elite Four out of them all. I never have issues with her, especially when I pick Torterra. Her Gliscor actually is the only real issue here, usually. But now, Gliscor isn't the only issue. Not only did that thing new Ice Fang, her Rapirial also has Avalanche. This thing has Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It has Avalanche. Can you, Leah? Of course you can't. She's going to hand me my ass. Which means that if I got past the Gliscor, I would have to kill a rock made out of more rocks, which throws icy rocks. I threw brute forcing my way through her team in the water this time, and decided it was time for Mr. Kipling, the Altaria, to use his Dragon Dances. I don't know if any of you know this, but this Wishcash doesn't know any proper moves against Altaria. So I can set up 3 Dragon Dances, make myself as fast as fuckboy, and now hopefully with... Okay, we got a stab boosted Dragon Claw plus 3. After doing a couple, it could kill Wishcash in one hit, it killed a Golem and even left a mark on a Rhyperior before dying. Garchomp finished Rhyperior off together with a Gliscor. Hippowdon was last but not least. Garchomp died due to it, but Giratina finished it off. I Earthquake Flinders team. That's it? I got nothing more to say. For Lucian, I put Giratina in front. Killed this Mr. Mime with it, and it died thanks to Espeon, Shadow Ball. After one Dragon Dance with Altaria, it killed Espeon and Gallade before dying to Bronzong. Garchomp finished off the rest of the team. Now, the dreaded fight I've been preparing myself mentally for through the entire run. Cynthia. Her team goes really fucking hard. There's no doubt about it. Every single Pokemon on her team can end your existence. It's not just her Garchomp, but also her Togekiss, her Milotic and Lucario. Spiritomb and Roserade are meh, but one having no weaknesses in that generation and the other one just being a fast special attacker also didn't make me shit my pants less. Because Spiritomb is her first Pokemon, I wanted to try to see if I could get a few Dragon Dances done, which I could, but I had to watch out for crits. I tried twice before giving up. Already? Yes, already. In my mind, with the movesets and Pokemon I had, there was nothing I could do to get past all of her 6 Pokemon. Her Garchomp kept being in the way and was faster than mine. And since I couldn't heal, my Pokemon were a sitting duck when it came to getting hit. This is why her guard jump is so feared. This is why her guard jump is one of the most feared things in existence. Because that thing is not only scary, it manages to live on. So, to win this fight, I had to grind until my Pokemon were high enough to get more hits in and survive more hits. To do this, I had to cheat. Well, kinda. Since I didn't want to waste my time, I threw an XP multiplier into the game. This meant that with every Pokemon I killed, I gained 2 to 64 times the amount of experience I would usually get, depending on the code I told it to run. This meant that a Wingull, which usually gives around 500 XP with the levels that are in a pond in front of the league, gave me over 20,000 XP if I put the cheat on. I didn't want to overlevel too much, this was to prevent myself from not having a challenge at all. After a lot of grinding off camera, they finally reached level 63, except my Altaria. That one managed to go to level 68 for some damn reason. This is why I started to fuck things up though. I went back into the fight with Aaron, with the cheat still on, and it only turned off after the battle. Here's my reaction to that. Oh no! No! Fuck! Fuck! No! Everything is going to shit! Of course you have to miss your fly. You know what? Fuck this. Fuck this. Everything is going to shit here. Did he really just freeze me again? I swear to God, I put it out. I put it out. This can't be. I can't undo this until I'm out of the battle. Fuck's sake, man. Okay, everything went to shit here because I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to fix one thing and another thing happened. Yep. I still die. I know what you're thinking. And I'm telling you not to open your mouth. Because, first of all, yes, I am actually an idiot, and second of all, I can hear you. So why don't you comment down below on how stupid I was instead? After another 20 minutes, I was back at Cynthia's place. It's time to take her out this time. For good. All of my Pokemon were around level 67, 68, which meant I wasn't only overleveled, I also had way better stats. After Altaria did either 3 or 4 Dragon Dances against Spiritomb, it died in one hit due to Dragon Claw. Then Guard Jump came out, and it did the same thing to that thing. The main threat was neutralized. Then her Lucario decided to use Extreme Speed, which has priority, so it killed Altaria in the process. Guard Jump Earthquake did, and it was over for Lucario. Milotic was next. It survived an Earthquake, and hit back with a crit Ice Beam. Now, it was all up to Miley to save the day, as per usual. Milotic got her ass handed thanks to Miley knowing Thunderbolt. Even though the real Miley is out of commission, the Zayton variant is still shocking everyone. She won it KO'd, rose her way to a Shadow Force, and then her last Pokemon was Togekiss. 2 Thunderbolts, and it was over. And that's it. We won. We beat one of the hardest games in the entire Pokemon franchise with only Dragon type. And of course we have to end it with a level 69 Pokemon. Now what? Now it's over. It's perfect. And 22 blackouts. Yes, and 22 blackouts. You are now our newest champion. We have Mr. Kipling, level 69. I think this is the perfect ending. Level 69, of course. Miley, level 69. And Garchomp is level 68, right? Oh, level 67. Of course. Would be perfect if everything was level 69. Then we have Saravia, of course, one of the best. Then we have Bibarel, oh god, excuse me. And of course our Gyarados, which actually managed to keep me out of 2 blackouts, but I put him in there anyway, just for the sake of it. Now, to be fair, we beat it with a pseudo-legendary, an actual legendary, and a Dragon Dance monster. So when you look at it from that perspective, it's not really an accomplishment. What you've got to realize though, is that it took a moron like me to accomplish that. And that, my friends, is the Harley experience.